Hi, everyone. I'm here to talk about the 2022 horror film Smile. And wow, I have to tell you, I'm seeing horror films from recent times that I'm kind of enjoying, some more than others. But I'm thinking that maybe horror is a little bit on an upswing again because I had very little interest in the films from the 90s and 2000s and 2010s and so forth. But could the 2020s be a kind of rebirth or, just a new area of time where we're enjoying horror films, or I am anyway? I enjoyed Smile from 2022, even though if there's one thing I could do to criticize it a little bit, it's just to say it was kind of derivative of other films. Films like The Ring, which I saw a long time ago, and also a film that I haven't seen, but I heard this film is very much like a film called It Follows. So this is not really a brand new idea, and even so, though, I really thought it was a really uh, pretty good horror movie on its own. These days, I'm getting interested in this again. I basically like older horror movies, going from the silent era to the 30s and 40s and up to the 70s and 80s. But lately, I'm intrigued by some of these, and I have more coming that I want to get into. Now, what I liked about so much about this movie now, Smile, is first and foremost the leading actress, Sosie Bacon. And I found out now, didn't know when I was going into this review, but I found out that Sosie Bacon is actually Kevin Bacon's daughter. She is the best thing about the movie. Her character is one you can really get involved in. You're kind of pulling for her, you're kind of there with her. She does a fantastic acting job. The best thing about this movie is her performance. She absolutely goes from being kind of normal to kind of unhinged and kind of paranoid and kind of nervous and anxiety filled and completely unwrapped as the story goes on. And she really convincingly puts that across. And I was really involved with her plight, and I was interested from beginning to end to find out where this movie would go. Uh, it's hard to talk about it without spoilers, but I'll try not to give you too many spoilers. Just the idea of the story is that she's a therapist, and at the beginning, young woman, comes to see her in her office, and the woman commits suicide right in front of her. And she had been complaining about all these things following her, these people, these weird, strange things occurring, and what this is very much like is a situation where it's like a chain letter. Chain letters, you have to pass it on to one person to another. Whenever you happen to see someone commit suicide in front of you who's kind of possessed by this entity, and they kind of smile before they die, you are now kind of inflicted with this, and you start to suffer the same kind of hallucinations and crazy visions and things that uh, the lead character does. So she knows that something's happening to her, and she's trying to find out why and how, and she can stop it. And that's the gist of the movie. This is, let's say, not an original idea. This whole thing about kind of like paying it forward, or um, kind of one person is kind of possessed and they pass it on, and then the other person gets it. It kind of like goes down the line like that. Is kind of a common thread in some of these movies, but it doesn't matter. This movie does it well, very well. As I say, beginning with the performance of Sosie Bacon is the first thing, and then after that, everyone else pretty much gives solid performances too. And I like very much that the movie takes itself seriously. There's no joking. There can be nary a joke to be found. I don't even know if there's one laugh in the whole movie. It's serious, dead straight through. No fooling around here. And there are some scares. There are some jump scares, as you might expect in these movies. But it's more than that. It's horrific at times, scary, but also involving. I got very involved in this. And the director does a fantastic job. Parker Finn does a wonderful job. And I like the camera work that he does, the style he uses. I like the music. The music is not anything that really is like, how should I say, a bombastic or standout music, but it's just enough to accentuate the kind of creepy proceedings. Yeah, this is a real winner, this movie. And the end of the movie, which I'm not going to spoil for anybody, I will say this, leaves it open for a sequel. And because these movies are making a lot of money, these horror movies lately, they're made for practically peanuts. And this movie so far, I think, has made 200 million or something. Uh, because of that, there's definitely going to be a sequel, and I think the director's working on it right now, and I'm going to be there for it. Really enjoyed this film. What can I say about it? What more can I say about it? Go see the movie Smile if you like horror movies, if you like new horror movies. And if you're a person like me that sometimes says, I'm not going to bother with these new things. And if you're more interested, in addition to horror, if you're interested in character-driven studies and, people and something they're going through with problems and how they're trying to work it out, this is very, very, very intriguing and very captivating. So that's it for Smile. Thanks, everybody, for watching.